You're watching W33BY, Detroit, Highland Park, Michigan. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of W33BY, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
It's time for my show. It's time for my show. This is Jackson, Detroit's money-making diva. Listen, grab a paper and a pen. Don't want you to miss a thing. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hello, hello, Detroit and Highland Park and all of you that are watching me by way of the internet. This is Sherry Jackson, Detroit's money-making diva, aka Sherry the Boss Lady. I'm so excited to be here today. What a beautiful day it is here in the city of Detroit. The sun is shining, and most especially right here in the studio of WHPR 33. Special shout out to Mr. RJ Watkins, the president and CEO of this African American owned station. I'm just so excited to be a part of this family, and you too can be a part of this family if you want to do your own independent broadcast. Call us 248-633-8562. That's 248-633-8562. We have some openings available and running some great specials. So think about that. 248-633-8562. Well, it's time to get down to what I love to do. I am Detroit's money making diva. I give you money making tips and money saving tips. And today I am going to give you an awesome money making tip. What I need you to do is grab that paper and pen because you do not want to miss this. I discovered a great way to earn cash back, significant cash back as it be by way of a company that does crowdfunding with the use of their debit card. And the secret is in the math. So let me tell you how it works. First of all, anytime that you use a debit card or a credit card as a non-pin intertransaction, meaning you choose the option credit when you check out, the business pays a small fee, which is called an interchange. Now, what's awesome about this company is that instead of taking those fees and keeping it for themselves, they are taking all of those dividends and giving it back to the people who use their credit card or debit card, excuse me. So, basically, you just get a dividend on all the fees that come in collectively on a monthly basis. It's very easy to get this card. It's very easy to qualify for the cashback. All you have to do is spend $350 per month and use that in non-pin domestic purchases, meaning when you get to the counter and you swipe your card and it gives you the option of debit or credit, you have to choose credit. And you have to refer some friends. The more friends you refer, the more you can earn. You can use this card everywhere that a debit MasterCard is accepted. Lucky for me, even where I pay rent, they take debit cards, so I'm earning cash back on that. It's so simple. Think about your groceries. Think about your light bill, your gas bill. You can use that card with your money that you're going to spend anyway and get money back on it. All right. Now, you don't have to worry. Your money is safe. The funds loaded on the card will be FDIC insured, so your money is always safe. There is no credit check, and it's simple to get a card, and there are no minimum balance requirements. You just want to use your card everywhere that a MasterCard is accepted. You can get two companion cards, one for you, one for your spouse, and even earn cash back on what your spouse is spending. Now, I know all the husbands just got excited when I said that. I said you can give your wife her own debit card and earn cash back on her spending. You can also add a companion card for your children ages 13 to 17 years old. Okay? Now, they also have fraud protection, so you don't have to worry about that. No purchase fees, no minimum balance, okay? This is not a business opportunity. However, I suggest that you take it seriously, as I'm going to do, because I think that if we as a community and even as families come together and find ways to pool our resources and our money together, we can make our own income supplemental and passive. So, I want to tell you a few more things about this card. There is a one-time initial cost of $6.99, which is nothing, to obtain this card. They do have a monthly service fee of $4.99. Now, I don't want to make this sound like I have a personal problem with Mr. Rush, but you know, the Rush card that's out, in comparison, a lot of the fees that are on his card to me are just kind of extreme. If you're using the Rush card, I suggest that perhaps you investigate this card that I'm talking about, and even not just his card, but other cards that have a lot of fees. This is one that is very competitive with their rates. Okay, now they have a calculator on their website, and on the website, I was just playing around with it today, and I just put in, if I refer three people who each referred three people, and all of us spent $350 in 1 month's time, my cash back earned would be $343. Now, I don't know about you, but I could think of quite a few things that I could do with $343. Most of you looking at me right now, you have a spouse, you have cousins, you have friends that you could easily accomplish this goal with. Now, I don't want you to get too excited, but when I put the calculator with three referrals, each getting five, spending anywhere from $350 to $14.99 a month, which is very easy because you can do your rent. It doesn't take long to spend that kind of money. It came out to $3,691.17. I'm going to say that one more time. $3,691.17 to spend the money that you were already going to spend. Now, I know you're excited. 248-633-8562, 248-633-8562. You can call me and leave a voicemail if you want to get my number, but I am going to give you the referral link where you can go online right now and get started. You want to go to Cascade Card, CASCADE card.com/demo, DEMOGEM. That's DEMOGEM, cascadecard.com/demo gem. Now, for those of you who are online, you can go to my Facebook page. I already put the link on there. Detroit's Money Making Diva. Also, I'm on YouTube, and you can check me out there. I have a caller. Let me see what's going on here. Hello, caller.
Hello, Sherry Action Jackson.
Yes, how are you?
Tuesday. How are you, dear?
Good.
I'm enjoying you on Comcast 91 in Redford, Michigan on such a beautiful day.
Well, thank you.
And I'm enjoying what you're talking about.
Okay.
I mean, and I can agree with you 100%. You got to really investigate on those rush cards.
Yeah.
You really do, because the fees are ridiculous.
Yeah, they are.
I have a rush card, and I don't even use it.
Yeah, and they have some serious problems this year.
Yes,
so,
very serious.
Yeah, definitely.
And I can agree with you. And I just wanted to call and say thank you so very much for hipping yours truly up from one independent personality to another. Thank you for hipping me up on that.
That's
why.
All right, well, thank you for your call. I got more information for our viewers, so thank you for your call, and I'll talk to you soon.
Definitely.
All right, now, This is not a pyramid scheme. It is not multi level marketing. It's not a business opportunity. This is just something that you can participate in and get paid on the cash that you're already spending. There are no products or services to be sold, so you don't have to worry about that. Again, you can catch me on Facebook, Detroit's Money Making Diva, YouTube, Detroit's Money Making Diva. Also, you can call me at 248-633-8562. That's 248-633-8562. I'm probably going to talk about this again some more next week. And I want to tell you, it's so easy to load money on this card. You can load it at CVS, Family Dollar, Western Union, Walmart, 7-Eleven. So they have it very convenient for you. You can also link up your bank account. You can put your direct deposit right on this card. And you can even get your federal benefits loaded directly on this card. So for those of you who are getting your Social Security, your disability, you can have that loaded directly on this card and get out of those bank lines, have your money available to you, and as you're spending, earn cash back. Okay. 248-633-8562. I hope you found this information to be helpful. I want to give you a little bit of news that you can use. Want you to know that the recall for Governor Rick Snyder is on and in full effect. You want to go online to stopsnyder.com. That's stopsnyder.com. And they launched out actually on Easter. I don't know if you guys saw it on the news, but they had a very successful day and they were able to attain a lot of signatures. However, the total needed to get this on the actual ballot is 790,000 signatures. There is a phone number I have for you. It's 341-451-1304. That's 313-451-1304. That's for stopsnyder.com. We still need volunteers. They need donations, anything that you can do. If you feel that the emergency management that was put in place by Governor Rick Snyder has caused detriment to the city of Detroit by way of the school system. We see that a lot of the schools are being managed in a bad way, mold in the schools. The salaries are in question. Teachers are threatening to walk out just about every week. And we can't even go into how much his decisions have affected the residents of Flint. Legionnaire's disease. People are literally dying. Their hair is falling out. They have rashes. They cannot drink the water out of their faucet. They cannot take a shower. In case you didn't know, when lead water comes in steam or in hot temperatures, your pores open up, which makes them even more open to lead poisoning. Can you imagine not being able to take a shower or a bath, bathe your children? I mean, just the basic things we take for granted. So truly, everybody doesn't share the same idea, but I feel personally that he needs to be held accountable, and the first step is to have him removed as the governor of the state of Michigan. Well, I'm getting ready to go to a break, but when I come back, I will have a moment in Black history for you, and I'll close out with my favorite segment, Meanwhile Back on the Ranch. You could take this opportunity while I'm on the break to call 248-633-8562 and leave your information as well. Thank you so much. Keep it locked in. I'll be right back.
Tierra Music. Do you remember we fell in love? We were young and innocent. Do you remember how it all began? Just
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. For only $99, you can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Tierran Music.
Thank you for keeping it locked in. This is Miss Jackson, Detroit's money making diva. I'm having such a fun time today. I can't believe my show is almost over. I look so forward to every Tuesday. Here at WHPR, we have an awesome time. This is just a great opportunity for me. I appreciate the phone calls that I've been getting, even got some engagements. Listen, I MC events. I sing. I am also an organist, and I'm so excited that I've been booking speaking and emceeing engagements. So feel free to call me 248-633-8562. I'd love to come to your event. We also have a remote truck here, WHPR. If you want us to come to your event, we will come and film it for you. The prices are very competitive, and that would just add an extra flair to your event. So keep that in mind as well. All right, now it's time for a moment in Black history. I'm just learning about this man. I knew he had a school named after him here in the city of Detroit, but I really did not know how important this man was to the African American history. I'm speaking of none other than Mr. George Crockett. Judge George Crockett Jr., who was born August the 10th, 1909 in Jacksonville, Florida, where his father pastored the Harmony Baptist Church for more than 30 years. In 1931, he received a Bachelor of Arts degree from Morehouse College and received a law degree from the University of Michigan Law School. He then returned to Jacksonville to practice law. And during that time, he was one of very few African American attorneys in the state of Florida. He participated in the founding convention of the nation's first racially integrated bar association, the National Lawyers Guild, in 1937, and later served that organization as its national vice president. He was also the first African American lawyer in the U.S. Department of Labor. His involvement with labor law took him to Washington in 1939 as the first African American attorney with the U.S. Department of Labor. In 1943, President Roosevelt appointed him to a hearing examiner with the newly formed Fair Employment Practices Committee. A year later, he moved right here to Detroit to direct a Fair Employment Practices office with the United Autos Workers. In 1946, Crockett, along with partners Ernest Goodman, Morton Eden, and Dean A. Robb, co-founded the corporation believed to be the first racially integrated law firm in the United States. Judge Crockett gained notoriety in 1949 for his participation in a highly publicized federal trial in which 11 communist leaders were convicted of subversion against the U.S. government under the Smith Act, a law which made teaching about the overthrow of the government a criminal offense. Upon conclusion of the 9-month proceedings, the judge sentenced Crockett and the other defense attorneys to jail for alleged attempts to delay and confuse the proceedings. The Supreme Court eventually upheld the penalty, and he was sentenced with a 4-month prison term. In 1966, Crockett was elected judge of Recorder's Court, Wayne County, Michigan. The court handled criminal cases, and from that bench, Judge Crockett incurred the wrath of white corporate media and endured death threats for his role in a highly publicized police shooting, raid, and mass arrest. On March 29, 1969, following an officer-involved shooting outside New Bethel Baptist Church, in which a Detroit police officer died, and police officers fired into and stormed the church. And I know some of you watching actually recall that event. This was an organization that had actually rented the church for a meeting, and this is what they suffered. More than 150 persons, including juveniles, were arrested inside the church and taken to police headquarters. The church pastor, as we know, Reverend C.L. Franklin, our very own Aretha Franklin's father, called Judge Crockett before dawn. Crockett opened a temporary court at the police headquarters, and in refusing to find probable cause to hold the people from what he termed a collective punishment, mass arrest, Judge Crockett released 130 of the arrested persons. In the controversy that followed, Detroit saw the appearance of bumper stickers that said "Sock it to Crockett" and "Impeach Judge Crockett." Wow. The police association organized a picket line at the courthouse. The black community and interracial civic organizations came together to support Judge Crockett. In 1974, Crockett was elected chief judge of the Detroit's Recorder's Court. He served there until retiring in 1978. In November 1980, as the candidate of the Democratic Party from Michigan's 13th Congressional District, Crockett was elected in a special election to the 96th Congress to fill the vacancy caused by resignation of Charles C. Diggs Jr., and I cannot wait to talk about him, so you definitely want to come back next week when I'm going to give you the tea on Mr. Charles Diggs. But anyway, on Wednesday, March 28, 1990, Crockett, who was affectionately called Judge by his House colleagues, announced on the House floor that he was retiring. And he is quoted as saying, "Mr. Speaker, a few days ago the press carried the story on the death of Honorable Harold Medina, who was the judge who presided over the famous communist trials in New York back in 1949 and 50. In the course of that trial, Judge Medina sentenced 5 defense lawyers to prison. I'm the only living survivor of those 5 defense lawyers. During those 4 months I served in federal prison, it never occurred to me that one day I would also serve in the United States Congress and be a member of the committee having oversight jurisdiction over all federal judges in all federal prisons. 68 years of working and involving himself in unpopular causes. Today, I honor and I say thank you to Congressman George Crockett. You may be gone, but your work will never be forgotten." Meanwhile, back on the ranch, my people, my people, my people. We know that Sunday, this past Sunday, was Easter. And you would think that everybody's mind would be on celebrating the resurrection of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Little girls getting their hair done, little boys getting new suits, and just supposed to be a happy day, a day to celebrate Jesus Christ, as I said, who died on the cross for our sins. We should have all been happy and celebrating, but no, 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 no. All on the news, story after story of foolishness. Now, I hate to sound like a preacher, but I think somebody needs to tell you all that it's time for us to get somewhere and, as I like to say, sat down. The first story I can't believe is there was a birthday party and a shooting where a man opened fire and shot and killed a young lady, a mother of 3, and shot a pregnant woman in her legs. When did you all start shooting in the presence of women and children? Then I found out that somebody stole a government Hummer from Coleman A. Young's airport. Just took it for a joyride. Then somebody else went and burglarized a Coney Island and got $100. Now, I'm telling you right now, Chief Craig is not playing. There are cameras everywhere, and they are very clear. Now, I want to give out a phone number. If you know anything about the shooting that took place in Highland Park, they are asking you to call 313-852-7338. That's 313-852-7338. I'm down to my last minute, but you know what? Some of you, you know that these are your relatives. These are your nephews. These are your cousins out here committing these crimes. And it's shameful. It makes no sense that 2 women got shot by a man. We have to go back to the old landmark, and I'm telling you, the first way to do it, we have to get back to God. We always had God, and some kind of way we got away from him. I want you to find your way to somebody's church this Sunday and get your lives together. Well, my time is up. I hate to end on a note like that, but we really need to get ourselves together and come together as a race. If you have any questions, feel free to call me 248-633-8562. That's 248-633-8562. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching my show. Listen, you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. That's Detroit's Money Making Diva. And if you want to book me to sing, host your party, MC, or speak at your social or church events, call me at 248-633-8562. That's 248-633-8562. You can also write me or send a donation to support this broadcast. Sherry Jackson, 11,000 West McNichols, Suite 100, Detroit, Michigan, 48221. Thanks again, and have a blessed day.